Hey guys, welcome back to the Yankees franchise. In this episode, we're going to be playing the month of June here in season 3 as we look to finally try to win this division against the Rays. In the beginning of the last episode, you remember we had a 5.5 game. We were 5.5 games back. Excuse me, sorry, 5.5 games back from the Rays super early on. We've closed that gap finally to one game. All these games later, we're 46-26. The Rays are 46-24. So same amount of wins and two less games for them. One game out. That means for us, we're now the first wild card. Got a lead over the Twins and the Red Sox, Astros, and Orioles. Just a half game behind the Red Sox as well. So it's tight right here in the month of June. Once again, we'll go over the lineup. Jazz Chisholm's batting .305 with 24 home runs already in the month of June. That is insane. Exactly what I wanted when I brought him over. I think that justifies the trade of me trading Jason Dominguez for him, but we'll see how the season plans out. Shohei's doing great. Aaron Judge only has 9 homers, but he's batting .309, so it's like, I'm not going to complain. 10 homers from Vinny Pasquantino, also almost batting .300. I mean, the lineup is cooking right now. Jeimer Candelario's batting .260. He's got 12 bombs. Stanton, we moved down to 60s. 10 home runs now, batting .224. So big turnaround in the month of May. In April, he had 3 home runs, batting .196. So much better. 9 home runs for Volpe already. Still batting .210. Low 200 seems like it's going to be what he hits. Oswald Peraza's batting .224. He hasn't hit many home runs in a while either. He's starting to struggle. I'm starting to think that maybe he's not the guy I need, but I don't know. We have so much team control. We don't know. We're going to look into that later. Austin Wells has 7 home runs, batting .262. He's doing good. Our bench is doing whatever. Like Trevino and LeMahieu aren't doing much. They aren't playing much. Trevino plays against lefties, though. Jock Pearson's doing great. .345 with 4 home runs and only 55 at bats. Very solid. And same with Willie Calhoun. He's got more at bats, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, batting .354. So he's doing great, as always, off the bench. And Tyler Wade has gotten actually 151 at bats, surprisingly, in that platoon role. Not doing bad. But going back to Jazz Chisholm, he actually is leading the league in home runs. He's tied with Luis Robert for 24, which is insane. And Shohei's right behind them at 20. So the pop is there at the top of the order. Our first and second batters are leading the leagues almost in home runs. First and second, respectively, even though technically Shohei's third. But anyway, speaking of home runs and Shohei Ohtani, he's going to go deep right here. Line drive missile in the left center field, and it's just going to make it over the high wall, off the very top of the wall and over. Home run for Shohei Ohtani. That should be number 21 for him. And yeah, it is. Number 21. Exactly 400 feet off the top of the wall and gone. We are off to an early 1-0 lead here in Oakland. Garrett Cole's on the mound. He's got that ERA down to just above 4.06. With a good start today, should be back in the 3s. In the second, runner on third, one out for Volpe, and Volpe rips one to left field. This should easily score a run, and it is actually going to go over the wall. Home run. It looked like that was headed straight for the wall, like an off-the-wall double, but it carried. That ball was absolutely roped. 110 off the bat. Home run number 10 for Anthony Volpe, a missile. In the fifth, Garrett Cole has been cruising along, but it is Lawrence Butler who's going to rip one all the way to left center field. Runner's going to score from first. Butler stays at second. RBI for them, 3-1, all the way to the seventh. Volpe already has 1 home run this game. He's going to make it 2, no doubt, at right center field. Wow, what a shot, no doubt, to the opposite field for Volpe. Number 11 for him. His power is really, really growing every year. He's gotten 20 home runs every year so far. Let's see if he can do it again. He's on pace for it. He's on pace to crush it right now, already with 11 here in June. Garrett Cole, that would be the end of his day, though. He pitched very solid. 7 innings, 1 run. Beautiful. In the ninth, it's Bednar to close it out, and he makes quick work of Oakland as we win this first one, and we'll take the win. Jumping ahead just a little bit against the Washington Nationals. Not many games have passed. It's like the next series after. We're going against Landon Knack, who hasn't got many starts. It's probably just a spot start for him. In the first, it's Shohei Ohtani again. He's going to beat the shift. This one is just a question of whether or not it's deep enough, and it is gone again off the top of the wall and out. 2 games in a row here. He's gone off the top of the wall and over. So another opposite field home run for Shohei. That's 22. He's catching up to Jazz. It's going to be a battle between them two, I have a feeling. And he'll help himself out because he's actually on the mound. 10-2 with a 2.77 ERA. Great start offensively and on the mound this season. If he keeps this up, he will win MVP by a mile. In the first, though, Volpe's going to make a beautiful play. Actually get the runner out. What a play from Volpe, but a run will score. Tied at 1. We're jumping ahead from the quick sim, 3-2 Nationals, but we're going to tie that game up. Vinny Pasquantino, base hit up the middle, run scores. Runner going from first to third is going to be safe. Judge slides in safe. 3-3. We didn't score that inning. In the fifth, still 3-3. Former Yankee Harrison Bader rips one in the left, and Stanton looks up and watches it fly. Home run for Harrison Bader, the former Yank who we let go after a terrible year. Looks like he's possibly turning things around here in Washington. His 11th home run already, which is good. But a whole season for us and only hit 5, so good to see Bader doing good again. In the seventh, we got the tying run at third, 2 outs with Judge at the plate, and he's going to fly out to right. Nothing doing. In the eighth again, we got the tying run at third. First and third, 1 out for Volpe. See if he could stay hot. He grounds it to third. This could have been an inning-ending double play, but the third baseman boots it. It's going to be a fielder's choice instead, or just a ground out to third, whatever it's called. I don't even freaking care at this point. Anyway, jumping ahead, Austin Wells rips one into left center field. That's off the wall. This is going to give us the lead in the eighth, and a beautiful piece of hitting from Austin Wells. I like him a lot, especially for a 9-hitter, man, and for a catcher, he's a great hitter. In the eighth, Clay Holmes trying to get out of this jam in the second, but no, Ruiz hits a base hit past the second baseman, DJ playing there today. Both runs scoring. Now the Nationals took the lead right back in the eighth. In the ninth, tying run at first for Vinny Pasquantino, 3-2 count. He hits one fairly deep to center, but this is a can of corn for Harrison Bader. And that'll do it. We lose to the Nationals 6-5. We came back and then blew it right away. A game we really should have won against the Nationals team that's not that great. As you see, 2 former Yankees out there, Oswaldo Cabrera and Harrison Bader. Anyway, we're going to make a quick trade because if you remember, we saw Clevenger was struggling in the bullpen, so we trade for Sam Hentges on the Pirates. I don't even know how to say his name. On the Pirates, but look at that, sub-2 ERA, and we need a lefty bullpen. Last episode, a lefty arm of the bullpen. Last episode, Clevenger had like a 9 ERA. That hasn't improved, so I just want to make that quick trade. We didn't trade anyone of value there. You can just go back and see who we traded, but I think it was a fair trade for a lefty relief pitcher with about 2 years of control left who's doing phenomenal. So that'll improve. You'll see him in this game, actually, against the Dodgers. Bobby Miller, only 3 starts. I guess he's in the bullpen. Maybe somebody got hurt, but he's doing phenomenal against Clark Schmidt. Austin Wells here. We're jumping all the way ahead to the 6th inning. It's a pitcher's duel between Schmidt and Miller, and Austin Wells stays hot. Homers to right field. Home run for Austin Wells. Austin Wells, again, I can't say enough about him. I absolutely love him. His 8th home run. He's actually not bad defensively at all in terms of playing, and even in the sim, he does good. In the 7th, though, it's Will Smith. Rips one to right. Judge is trying to get there to rob it, but he's way late. That one's off the top and over. Home run for Will Smith. Tied up in the 7th at 1, a 17th home run of the year. He's hitting a lot of bombs, too. Clark Schmidt, I probably should have took him out in hindsight after that home run, but we left him in to try to finish the 7th, and Mookie Betts absolutely clobbers one down the left field line. No doubt about that one. Way out of here. It's 3-1 Dodgers now, 3 spot in the 7th. Like I said, should have took out Clark Schmidt after that first home run. I tried to let him finish the 7th. It didn't work out. He was out after that home run. In the 8th, it's Hentges on. I'm embarrassed. I don't know how to say that. But anyway, runner was going, and that ball was ripped from Max Muncy down the left field line. Run's going to score. So he does give up a run on his Yankee debut. Not great. But again, he's been having solid stats, so we like to see him. Candelario's going to ground end in a double play. We're going to lose this game, and we lose 2 this episode to the Nationals, who were not a good team, and the Dodgers, who are obviously right there with us. They're going to be there, I'm sure, at the end in the playoffs, like always. So possible we hit a June swoon a little bit, and the Rays don't stop losing. We'll see in the beginning of next episode where we're at in terms of the Rays, but just a spoiler alert, they don't freaking lose, man. So we need to turn that around in July if we're going to catch them. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.